All right, this is gonna be a more of a instructional video, really. And in terms of persuasion, I'm really just gonna talk about: are you prepared for the future, or have you persuaded yourself to prepare for the future? That's really what this video is all about, or this podcast, depending on where and how you're listening to it. Ideally, I'd make this a little bit more structured. I'd have more time. I'd have more points to talk about, but being as it is, I'm compressed for time. I'm always compressed for time, really. Maybe I should do a special podcast on how to set up your life so that you don't waste any minute of your life, because that's really something that I love. But whatever, we shall see. Maybe sometime in the future. For now, though, in in terms of persuasion, I want to talk a little bit about: are you prepared for, or have you persuaded yourself to talk to not to talk to prepare for the future? And I chose 2028 just randomly, but it might have been 2038 or 2048 or 2058. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. What matters is you should be prepared for the future. And here are just some key points to make you think, and to really make you prepare for the future. Number one, maybe not surprisingly, given that this is a financial related podcast, keep a screw you fund, as in keep enough money that you can live comfortably off it for at the very least 1 year. And by comfortable, I don't mean you can afford to treat yourself to all the luxuries and perks and benefits that you want. I mean you can live comfortably. That there's food in your fridge, you can buy enough clothes if you have to, etc., etc. Right? You have an emergency fund, an emergency buffer. Number two, stay in shape all year round. I went from being fat and obese to being pretty healthy, I'd say, for a 40-year-old. And I mean to keep it that way. And once you're in shape, it's so easy to maintain that shape. So really, if you're fat, if you have a few extra pounds around your waist, then lose that weight. I do have some opinions about how you should lose that weight. I believe you should do intermittent fasting. I believe you should predominantly, for a lot of people, especially those who are obese and overweight, they should do the low carb, high fat diet or high protein diet. Eat a lot of protein, essentially. That's what I'm saying. Also, black coffee, product placement again. Well, I don't know if coffee constitutes product placement. Oh, and also drink water from a glass bottle. So those are two: your emergency fund, staying in shape. Number three, this might be a little bit different, but consider getting a second passport or a second residency in a different country, just in case something goes down. Yes, the world is a very, very erratic place these days. Maybe there's a nuclear bomb that could detonate over your head anytime now. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. I certainly don't know, and it's better to be prepared. And here's what I would have done if I were you: don't take advice from these influencers on social media. Many of them are broke, or they're lying, or they are being paid by someone else. Actually reach out to a law firm and inquire and pay for all the paperwork and do it the proper way. Number four. Let me see. This is actually a little bit embarrassing. I actually seem to have forgotten what I wanted to talk about. Let's see here. Yeah, learn a new language. This is all we have time for, folks, really, because I'm gonna have to cut this video or this podcast short. Learn a new language. Although I love AI and I use AI a wee bit myself, I don't believe that AI can properly translate for us into different languages. You can use AI as a dictionary, that's fine. And you can use it for very, very simple stuff. But there is no human feel, there is no human touch, there is no psychology. And AI doesn't have feelings. And so you're much better off learning a proper language or learning a new language properly. Actually dedicate some time to studying it, whether it's Duolingo or taking a course or going to somewhere where you have to practice speaking the language every single day. It helps a lot. It develops different parts of your brain. In any case, you have to go somewhere to, let's say, your other country where you have a residency. You actually manage to speak the language, and you speak it well. Obviously, you're not going to speak it fluently unless you're a linguistical genius, but you are going to have an advantage because you don't need to look up in the dictionary every single time, and you actually understand how the locals express themselves. So these are just 4 tips and tricks for preparing for the future. I might do a different video on that in the future. And as far as persuasion goes, you should persuade yourself to work on these items so that you are prepared for what's going to hit you. And yeah, that'll be it for now. If you want to learn more about persuasion, especially how to use it in your business and make more sales and make more money, get subscribed to Mailinglist. The link to do so is in the episode description wherever you're watching it or listening to this, and I'll see you there.